My Amazon Fire TV remote stopped working.
Try it from right in front of the TV.
I'm not standing that far back.
If there's a couch in the way, there's no such thing as too close. Its range is 30 feet.
It just isn't working.
Are you using a remote control that isn't compatible with the Amazon Fire TV?
It is the remote that came with the TV. But I do know it works with a lot of iOS devices with the Fire app, game controller and some USB and Bluetooth keyboards and controllers.
I just wanted to make sure you weren't trying to use a Bluetooth controller that wasn't compatible.
If that was the sort of controller I was using, I'd make sure the device didn't suffer from interference.
If you were using the Fire TV stick, you might have to use the HDMI extender or adapter for it to work even at 30 feet.
This is a standard remote for the Fire TV.
Or that it was getting you to level 3 on a game you didn't realize was playing while trying to manipulate the TV. Make sure the batteries have been replaced and installed the right way.
It uses 3 AAA batteries, and I know they are in the right way. And yes, I know how fast it goes through batteries.
You can check to see if the problem is the remote or the TV by trying to tell it to turn on.
I think we have that option turned off.
You could also make sure you didn't sit on the remote and break its sensor board or control board, so it can't accept either voice commands or button presses.
It isn't obviously broken.
You could hold the voice button, see if it pops up a listening icon, hold down voice again and do a search. Then you can tell if the remote is actually working even if the standard button pushing method isn't working.
Before you ask, no, none of the buttons are obviously broken or stuck.
That doesn't mean someone didn't spill juice or soda on it or wipe away nacho cheese but leave some stuck in the panel.
If that happened, no one has told me about doing that.
Check the system controllers menu and see if the remote control shows as offline. If so, the remote is either malfunctioning or damaged or the TV has major issues.
If I call tech support, I'm afraid they'll tell me to buy another remote.
Can you get another remote to try to see if it is your remote or the TV?
Not offhand, and that means it isn't a case of trying to use the one remote in the house that isn't tied to the TV.
I've heard of Amazon Fire remotes with loose internal connections coming back to life if you push the OK button in the middle of the joystick wheel for 5 seconds.
That's at least something free to do.
If the TV stopped responding after an update, then the next thing you need to do is reboot the TV. Then, if it comes up properly, you know it was just that update.
Then I'm down to calling tech support and seeing if they have a solution other than a new device.